6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with some breaking news overnight. The Minnesota National Guard is on scene to respond to protests and looting after a police officer killed a black man in a Minneapolis suburb on Sunday. The family of 20-year-old Dante Wright says he died after a traffic stop in Brooklyn Center. Protesters quickly came together and demonstrated throughout the evening. Some looting was reported both in Brooklyn Center and in Minneapolis.
This is all happening while the Derek Chauvin trial nears the halfway point. Prosecutors in Minneapolis are expected to rest their case in the next few days. The defense will then get their chance to convince the jury that Chauvin did not kill George Floyd last Memorial Day.
America's supply of Johnson & Johnson's single-dose vaccine is expected to drop by 90%. A contamination issue at a Baltimore production plant forced about 15 million doses to be thrown out. More than 35% of Americans have now received at least one dose.
Germany has reached the peak of its ICU bed occupancy. That's according to the director of the German Intensive Care Association. Healthcare workers are breaking down, the association added. The numbers of new COVID-19 cases have increased in the past few days in the country. Germany's reported more than 17,000 new infections and 104 deaths on Sunday.
The Iranian government is blaming a blackout at one of its nuclear facilities on terrorism. The country says a terrorist action caused the blackout and that it reserves the right to respond against the perpetrators. No one has claimed responsibility yet, but CBS News is reporting the suspicion falls on Israel, whose media is reporting a cyber attack caused the incident. The government in Iran says no one was injured.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says the U.S. economy is at an inflection point and that he expects growth and hiring to pick back up in the next few months. Powell told 60 Minutes last night that he also doesn't expect to raise the Fed's benchmark interest rate this year.
A group of people here in Madison are showing solidarity with the workers at an Alabama Amazon warehouse that tried to unionize last week. Workers at the warehouse voted Friday not to form that union. The group here held a rally over the weekend at the state capitol for workers' rights. They say they believe the workers were intimidated by Amazon.
You may hear some loud jets fly over your house this week. It's the 115th Fighter Wing of Wisconsin's Air National Guard conducting some training flights this week. It'll go every night through Thursday. Training usually happens during the day, but the pilots are required to log some nighttime hours as well. They'll be taking off and landing around 10 o'clock tonight.
Milwaukee Public Schools begins a phased reopening this week. Kindergarten through third grade students return to the classroom Wednesday. Then next Monday, 4th through 8th graders will return. High school students will make their return in 2 weeks.
Live music was heard again this week at the world-renowned Lincoln Center in New York City. The concert, part of a new outdoor performing arts center called Restart Stages, with 10 spaces for music, ballet, film, and dance. Venues nationwide are finding new ways to safely welcome back audiences, including Los Angeles' Hollywood Bowl, which plans to reopen within this week to limited capacity. Concerts start in May.
Hideki Matsumaya has a brand new green jacket this morning as the first Japanese golfer ever to win the Masters. The victory comes 10 years after his debut as the best amateur at Augusta National. Congrats to him.
Congrats indeed. We're still tracking a couple of showers out there, mainly north and east of Madison this morning. Those are continuing to go by the wayside, and here comes the sun, as the Beatles once sang. We're watching that over Platteville this morning. Still a little bit of cloud cover out there in Madison. Our temperature is at 49 degrees. Good morning to Janesville. You're at 50, 45 in Mineral Point, 46 in the Dells this morning. As always, we are planning your day here at News 3 Now this morning. Look for more sunshine and temperatures topping out to the upper 50s as we move into the afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reese, and thanks for joining us on your Monday, folks. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.